Everybody is saying that the Let's Rap About It podcast is a done deal. And apparently Shivering Jimothy, aka Jim Jones, is doing damage control.
I thought I was playing games about this construction we building.
But somehow he's over there fixing things. And apparently Maino was gonna have to see a chiropractor after his vacation. Numerous complaints from fans would suggest that season 2 just ain't happening, gang. They keep putting out reruns of last season. It's been well over 2 weeks since the Squatters' Rights freestyle dropped since New Year's, and still no new content. Fans are irate. Is this the bloody end of the Let's Rap About It podcast for good? Listen, I need y'all to hit the like button and hit the hype button, cause we about to get deep.
Sipping slow, yakking the act, thinking I'm there.
Oh, champ. Run up these likes, and hit the hype button because it helps the channel in a major way. It appears that the Let's Rap About It podcast is being discontinued and fans are very upset. All the fans are peeping game, realizing, you guys are trying to stall us with reruns. As you can see, there have been multiple comments on the most recent uploads from the Let's Rap About It podcast, which suggest, hey, why are you guys stalling us? What's the wait? What's the hold up? Frustrations continue to rise as they get no new episodes, no season 2 of Let's Rap About It. Now apparently Jim Jones is over there doing construction. For whatever reason, he says that he's building an entire utopia for creators. Meanwhile, the podcast is being put on hold, allegedly. But that wouldn't be the smartest idea when you're trying to build momentum, right? Bad enough the heating bill ain't been paid. I don't know about that rent. Maybe they reached an agreement. But so far, so not good. Now, without any Sean Combs intentions, Jimmy is over there scrambling and scraping in cold weather inside. Fab, on the other hand, completely silent. Davies completely silent, and all I've seen from Maino is just a bunch of vacation stuff. Beefing with 50 Cent and Cameron as of late has only destroyed this podcast. It just has. Like, all of these things took place like right after that Squatters' Rights freestyle. So the Squatters' Rights freestyle might have been the worst decision they've ever made. Did it get them more recognition because they're obviously dissing someone? Sure. But did it help in the long run? No. Because now Construction Jimothy is trying to make people believe that he's out here building this big utopia for a bunch of content creators. But how are you going to do that when you can't pay that rent? There just ain't enough damage control in the world. Let's just be honest about the situation. One would suggest, hey, maybe it's just too cold in that building to actually do any content. So if you are building something within that exact building, you're doing that podcast, then chances are the people that come in there are gonna have to bundle up. Some would also suggest, maybe there's some type of rat infestation, but let's not put that out there. But it could be possible. I mean, it is in New York City, gang. It's one of the dirtiest cities in the entire world, gang. We gotta be honest about the situation. But if there were a rat infestation, maybe those rats could help towards that heating bill, right? But again, Jim Jones is doing all the damage control. He say, look, I'm over here trying to build things, right? You see me working, building things. I'm trying to build for the future and all this nonsense. That's all damage control. We don't believe nothing until we see it. It's taking us, all right, journeying us through this building that is currently being constructed on, alright? They're out here building these rooms and what have you that are currently clearly not done. He's saying it's almost done. Well, champ, just like there's almost a season 2 of Let's Rap About It, you ain't getting no season 2 of Let's Rap About It. Champ doesn't look that way, and the fans can see through it. 50 Cent did a number on these guys, champ. I'm telling you, I think Fifth knew in advance that, hey, yeah, I'm going to help ruin you guys because I already know how fragile Jim is. I already know how this is gonna go, man. Jim don't got a good history of handling beefs well. In fact, he hasn't really won many of his beefs. Let's just be honest about the situation. Plus, Jim is also a very, very disliked person in hip-hop. Like, let's just be real. Uploading a bunch of reruns from previous episodes is not gonna cut it, champ. No other podcast on YouTube would ever do such things. In fact, that's kind of like career sabotage. I don't want to say the other word that ends inside, but that's just sabotage right there. You're basically ending the podcast. You're not telling people that you're ending the podcast, so now you're gonna just clip farm a bunch of stuff, put it together and make it seem like it's regular content, and that's just nasty work. You're recycling, champ. So recycled content from all the episodes before the Squatters' Rights freestyle. At this rate, you might as well upload individual freestyles from the Squatters' Rights freestyles as just one video at this point. I don't know what the achievement is with uploading a bunch of reruns. I mean, I guess they're trying to, gather up some monetization from those specific videos to pay the goddamn heating bill, perhaps. Listen, if y'all gotta gather around together and play rock, paper, scissors to see who's gonna pay the bill, well, goddamn it, so be it. Let it happen. Do it. I've truly never watched a full episode of this podcast. I'm gonna be honest about the situation. Is it good? I guess. I wouldn't know because I've never watched a full episode. I just seen clips of things, champ. And to be fair, this podcast only pops when there's trauma involved, like Max B coming home, the situation with Fifth, the situation with Cameron happened, but that was after all the episodes were done. But whenever drama erupts is when this podcast actually gets real deal traction. Because who in the world was talking about Fabolous or thinking of Fabolous before he dissed 50? Before he dissed 50 Cent, who was thinking of Fab? Nobody cared that he existed, but now they do. Now apparently they do because they hate Fifth for whatever reason that is. And now that Jim is like the laughing stock of the year so far, it's just gonna get worse. Like, how much of this damage control are you gonna do? Like, every single day he's uploading videos about him doing construction, talking about I put in the work, I do the groundwork, I could do this myself, and etc. Like, come on, bro.
We building our own park out this motherfucker. Oh, shit.
So you're just out here just doing all the work, and you're building this thing all of a sudden, like you're just now doing that. This is what he's doing to replace the fact that he's not telling y'all that the podcast is over. There is no season 2. If this ain't the meaning of going out sad, I don't know what it is, gang. But again, Fifth made all these things possible, gang, and it only got worse when Cam got involved. Now y'all really ain't doing season 2. It's like the momentum shift is very nasty here. Like, who's gonna tell everybody, man? I mean, I think everybody kind of knows, but everyone's still trying to save face because a lot more people, for some weird reason, are starting to hate 50. So now people are not even really acknowledging it, but the true fans are very upset. Now, one thing about me is I ain't about to play pretend for nobody, champ. Yeah, I ain't about to do that. This podcast is done, champ. In my opinion, that is. I think it's done. Ain't no season 2. You ain't gonna see no season 2. We closer to February than we are goddamn the beginning of January, champ. We're done. This is finished, champs. I don't know what else to tell you, but I'm telling you from what I see, champ. From what I have observed. This podcast is finished, champ. Done. Shivering Jimothy, might as well chalk it up. We also don't know what happened behind the scenes with the landlord and 50 and whoever else. We don't know. We know the landlord was definitely giving information to both Fifth and Cameron. So who even knows? Maybe the landlord plays a huge role in the downfall of the Let's Rap About It podcast. Truthfully, this is what the video should be called, but we're not gonna do that. Because listen, maybe it'll come back in the future, but it ain't coming back now, champ. Listen, construction takes time, and if you got Jim Jones doing construction, champ, we might be waiting another 5 years for season 2. I ain't gonna lie. But gang, what do y'all think about all this, man? Do y'all think the podcast is done? Is Jimmy doing damage control to try to make it seem like the podcast is coming back soon. Listen, I want you to let me know how y'all feel about this in the comment section. Leave a comment, alright, hit the like, and most importantly, hit the hype button because it helps the channel in a major way. If you're new to the man's channel, you need to make sure you subscribe right away for more content. But one more thing before we get all the way up out of here. Are you ready, gang? It's the mayor, the one and only New York Mayor, F. Mom Donnie, and you're rocking with the town favorite Showface News. It's Big Gotham, and you already know it's the town versus everybody at all times. Hit the like and that hype button. I am going, gang. Salute.